pretty much everyone who gets good at marketing, selling, persuasion of almost any type, studies psychology, the way that our brains work. And it's not just that they study like academic psychology, whatever. It's that there's this fascination that's developed with all the ways that our brains work when we don't think anybody is paying attention, when we don't want people to necessarily know. And one of the ways that this is studied is through direct response marketing and marketing testing. Meaning, if you put a sales pitch in front of someone in the privacy of their own home, and you could compare two sales pitches, right? One of the sales pitches pokes at some psychological truth that is maybe less flattering. And one of the sales pitches tries to be more flattering. It doesn't poke at that psychological truth. And you find that people are much more likely to respond to that psychological truth, right? Then what happens there is that you discover that that psychological truth, even if people are not willing to admit it, is what is actually driving their behaviors, what's actually driving their response. And my topic of today's episode is one of those things. Here's one of the most important rules in selling and persuasion psychology as the title of today's episode. With that, let's just dive into it, okay? So, what do your prospects really want? What do your prospects really want? Something for nothing. Something for nothing. They don't want to work. They don't want to spend time. They don't want to put effort in. They don't want to invest. Like, they don't want to have to make an investment. They don't want any hardship. They don't want any doubt that they're going to get the result that they want. And like, there is nothing wrong with this. This is survival 101, right? The less energy that we have to expend to get the things that we need and want, the easier survival becomes. And so, we put a roof over our heads and have air conditioning because if our body is not having to constantly adapt to the temperature, it's easier to maintain equilibrium, right? And there's all sorts of things like this that like when you think about what it takes for us as organisms, as human beings to survive, the less work we have to put in, the better it is. So, getting food. If we don't have to put in much work at all to get food, that's great, right? So you get companies that are founded like Amazon, founded on this principle of just getting you whatever you want delivered to your house with almost no effort on your part, like one-click checkout, and what you desire gets delivered. So no time going to the store, no work going to the store, no effort going to the store, right? And no hardship, no dealing with any of that, no figuring out if the store has it or doesn't have it in stock, all of these things, right? We want everything to be easy like that. We want things to be fast. We want them to not cost a bunch of money either, right? And these things drive our behavior. And it's important from the other side as a sales professional, as a persuasion professional, whether you're a marketer or maybe you do selling of your ideas or selling of products and services. It's important to know this, that we want all the benefit without all the downsides. And it's just human nature. So you look at some things that thrive, and you could say like, okay, I'm not a gambler. So Roy, your first note here about gambling, maybe that doesn't represent me, right? But there are plenty of other things. So gambling or, crypto is a recent one, right? I would say that the crypto market, there's I'm sure some people in my audience who are going to hate me for this, but the crypto market, for the most part, has just been a gambling market. People buy on speculation that the price of whatever coin they're buying is going to go up and they're going to make a lot of money. And yeah, some people do. But when that's the main driving factor for price is speculation that in the future there's going to be a higher price, that's just pure speculation. That's people wanting something for nothing. So they put some money into it, hoping that they don't even have to do any effort. It's just gonna like give them more money in the future. And arguably, this is the same principle that's driving AI adoption right now, right? I want to be able to write a huge sales letter that generates $1 million, but I don't want to have to actually do the work of writing or learning how to write copy or anything like that. I just want to type in, write me a sales letter for XYZ offer, right? And then boom, like I have a sales letter. The thing is, AI doesn't work like that right now, but it's still that exact same thing. Give me art that represents this. Okay, cool, awesome. Generate a picture that does this. I don't even have to go out and find it, right? We love this. We love this. That's why AI is so exciting, right? Investing in general, like that entire marketplace is full of this, of people just wanting something for nothing. And the better you get as somebody who's a persuader in the financial niche, if you're maybe a financial copywriter for investment publishers or other financial related offers, the more you're going to realize that this is one of the big things that's going to drive people to actually buy. If they have confidence that your offer, whatever it is, your stock pick, your whatever it is a way for them to make money for nothing, like no commitment, no whatever on their part, right? Likewise, like in marketing all over the place, I see this. You could even go to the dating niche where it's like, send this text and get your ex back, or 3 DMs to send on Tinder to have an at-home date tonight, or that's the PG version of that. Marketing all over the place, pretty much every niche. 5-second morning ritual makes whatever health condition disappear, right? That's people wanting something for nothing. There's a reason that taking drugs and getting this kind of external intervention that is probably less effective than lifestyle, diet, exercise changes. Why all of these external interventions like supplements and drugs are much bigger markets than exercise, because people want something for nothing. Another place that this shows up a lot, and even if you've been saying like, oh, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me, discounts. Cut out a coupon, save money. Or like in my promotion for lifetime access to BTMSinsiders, that is actually wrapping up tomorrow as this episode is being released. In that promotion, I'm offering a way to, like, if you buy lifetime access to BTMSinsiders, you also get World of Financial Copywriting from Copy Chief for no extra money. And it's a credit that I'm offering. Buy one, get one free. That's like a huge way that stores drive sales and revenue, is this whole idea of buy one, get one free. And so there's all of these different ways that you come at the same principle, but it's all tapping into the same rule that we want things that don't require any effort on our part. We want something for nothing. So how do you give your prospects what they want? The single best way that you can do this is build it into your offer. Make your offer something that's designed to get them the results fast, easy, automatic, effortless, done for you, certain. Like, make it a system, make it a process, build it, do the actual work for them, right? Like, structure your entire offer, your product, your service, whatever it is, that's designed in a way that gives them what they want, right? Something for nothing. And so, you can even look back at the iPhone, and I have a reference elsewhere in my notes a little bit later to simplify. There's a great book by Richard Koch, who is also the guy that wrote the 80-20 principle book. The book is called Simplify. And Perry Marshall, I think, wrote the foreword, or certainly I know about it because Perry was promoting it, and Perry has ties to Richard. But it talks about these different offers, like the iPhone simplified access to the internet and calling and all of that into a single button, right, and a touch screen. And so it gave people access to all the world's information in their pocket with like zero effort, right? And it became something that people wanted, needed to have. And now smartphones have taken over the world by being this like fast, easy, free access to everything, including just mindless entertainment, right? Because we want something for nothing. Now, if you want to do this in an ethical way, it's good to follow this credo, to sell them what they want, give them what they need. Sell them what they want, give them what they need. And so you might sell them on the idea of getting something for nothing, but it is ideal if what you're actually delivering to them makes sure that they are able to get what they want, right? And so there can be all sorts of different approaches to ensuring that. One is recognizing that, hey, they just want that hot stock pick, but we're going to give them an investment education in every month's newsletter, right? One is we build our entire offer so they're going to get what they want, whether they have to do any work or not, right? There's lots of different ways that you can approach it, but the whole point is that you don't just abuse this principle, right? You don't just abuse this idea that people want something for nothing to basically give yourself something for nothing, where you're creating junk and selling them junk and trying to stay one step ahead of any kind of compliance or legal consequences. So how do we tap into this truth about human psychology? Well, there's a few different ways, a few different things that you can build into your offers. So there's the whole idea of free. Anything that you can give people for free, including just well-structured presentation of your bonuses. That can be a great way to do this. Or like the buy one, get one free offer structure, right? If you can build a buy one, get one free offer structure, that's a way to tap into this truth about human psychology. There's one cool way that you can structure offers, especially if it's a really solid service offering, or like, let's say if you do lead generation and you know that you can generate leads in a niche, you just kind of need to turn your system on, maybe in a local market or something. Offering some kind of don't pay until you get results is a great way to do this because they feel like they're getting something for nothing. Heck, building royalties or pay for performance into your compensation as a service provider is yet another way where it can feel like, hey, I'm not really paying a lot of this money until I get the results that the person is being tasked with generating. Any kind of guaranteed results that you're able to offer. So if your offer is conducive to this, just having a guarantee is, it's not the strongest way to tap into this, but it does tap into, hey, this system is designed to get you XYZ result. And if you don't get that, you're going to get your money back, right? One of my favorite ways to tap into this is something that I learned from Dan Kennedy. And the phrase that he uses is money at a discount, meaning when you buy from me, you perceive that the result that you're going to generate, the financial result that you're going to generate is, let's say, $1 million, right? And if I'm charging $100,000 for that $1 million that you're going to generate, well, you are buying money at a discount. You're investing $100,000 today to get $1 million later. And frankly, this is part of why for example, the financial publishing world is so huge and why there's so much upside in just financial marketing in general. Because if you're helping people make money, they're willing to invest a lot of money in that. And so you get really high-end, back-end offers in that niche. You get a lot of people who are willing to, buy various newsletters. A lot of, the average investment newsletter buyer is subscribed to like 6 or 12 of these at a time. Like it's a very large number. And people are investing a lot of money because they perceive it as a way to get money at a discount. If I get this one stock pick that really takes off, well, great, I'm going to make a whole ton of money there. The other way that you can tap into this truth about human psychology is what I mentioned before, to simplify. The more you can simplify that process of getting results, the more you can take away the time to get the results, the effort to get the results, the exertion, the expertise required, all of that. The more that you can simplify, the easier it is to sell your offer, right? And one warning before we go, just be ethical. I believe in the golden rule, and I even have a modified version of the golden rule, that you shouldn't just treat others as you want them, as you wish to be treated, but you should treat others the best way that you would like to be treated. Treat others the best way that you would like to be treated. So if you were on the other side of the offers that you are making, as you are thinking about tapping into this rule of selling and persuasion psychology, would you feel happy in the end? And if the answer is yes, then lean into it. Just do everything you can to close the deal. This makes me think of Jay Abraham and his strategy of preeminence, that once you become the preeminent provider of solutions to whatever particular problem you are focused on, then you should use every sales and persuasion tool at your disposal in order to get someone to purchase from you, to get that solution to the problem. Assuming that solution that you provide is beneficial to them, well in excess of the investment that they're making to solve the problem, right? It's one of those things that you should sell as hard as humanly possible. And by that, I don't mean like sleazy, scammy, but you should use every persuasion tool at your disposal in order to get them to make the purchase. And you're doing that in their service because you are giving them the solution to their problem. My call to action for you at the end of this episode, ask yourself how you can use this. You can leave a comment with this episode and let me know. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you. You can subscribe here. There's also links in the description to subscribe, including by email, so you can get more exclusive content from me. If you are interested in selling and persuasion psychology, you should know that I do have a course as part of BTMSinsiders called Sleight of Pen, Hypnosis, Persuasion, and Belief Change for Copywriters. And if you like this episode, I mean, that training goes super deep and covers all sorts of interesting principles, strategies, techniques, and tactics around this advanced persuasion idea. And that's included with the BTMSinsiders membership. That's my streaming library of copywriting and marketing courses. Pay one low fee, you get streaming access to the entire catalog, including Sleight of Pen and lots more. I'm Roy Furr, this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.